At that time, so many people were crowding together that they were trampling on one another underfoot. Jesus began to speak first to his disciples. Beware of the leaven, that is the hypocrisy of the Pharisees. There is nothing concealed that will not be revealed, nor secret that will not be known. Therefore, whatever you have said in the darkness will be heard in the light, and what you have whispered behind closed doors will be proclaimed on the housetops. I tell you, my friends, do not be afraid of those who kill the body, but after that can do no more. I shall show you whom to fear. Be afraid of the one who, after killing, has the power to cast into Gehenna. Yes, I tell you, be afraid of that one. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 small coins? Yet not one of them has escaped the notice of God. Even the hairs of your head have all been counted. Do not be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. The Gospel of the Lord. Today the Church celebrates the feast of Saint Teresa of Jesus, also known as Saint Teresa of Avila or Saint Teresa the Great, the foundress of the Carmelites and espoused Carmelites, a doctor of the Church, a great teacher in spirituality, who took the Carmelite tradition and brought it to its summit with her spirituality based above all on trust in God. Trust in God. A trust that had a meaning, a logic, faith. If God exists, and God has sent His Son to save us, that means He loves us so much, that not a single hair of our head falls without His permission. And therefore, in the face of anything, any unforeseen event, any suffering, any worry, any fear, we have to act as true believers, saying to the God in whom we believe, Lord, I trust you, I trust in you, I trust in you. It is the first lesson of the Carmelite spirituality, trust. Let nothing disturb you, she wrote. Let nothing trouble you. Let nothing frighten you. He who has God lacks nothing. Patience achieves everything. God alone is enough. Only God is enough. Let nothing disturb you. Let nothing frighten you. Nothing. Not almost nothing, but nothing. Fully trust in God. Abandon yourself to God. Truly believe in God with all its consequences. The many things that Saint Teresa of Avila did, where my father was from, of the many things she did, so many and with so much wisdom written and proclaimed, there is one that I especially like, and that is the end of her life. She had written paralleling St. Paul, I die because I do not die, that a high bliss I hope for, I die because I do not die. Her love was crucified. She contemplated Him crucified and was filled with love for love. But her love was risen, and she wanted to be with Him forever. I die because I do not die. Well, when the time came for her to die, after so much work, fatigue, slander, misunderstandings, when the time came for her, her last words were, At last, at last. I meditate on this many times. When the time comes for me, will I also be so anxious, so longing, so happy for that hour so that I can be with Christ? My love for the crucified one will be so great that I will see that hour as the definitive liberation, as the hour of the encounter with the Beloved, as the hour I have been waiting for all my life. And I will say, like Saint Teresa and Saint Paul, at last, at last. At last the hour has come to draw back the veil and to see with the eyes of the soul that which has so often been clouded and covered. But until that hour arrives, and so that I may say with true joy, at last, I have to say here on earth many times, I trust in you. Jesus, I trust in you. I love you. I adore you. I thank you. I ask you for forgiveness. I ask for your graces, and I offer myself to you like Mary, so that when the hour of my death comes, after having tried to live with the peace that comes from trusting in you in the midst of the problems, I can say like Saint Teresa, at last, my love, at last, I trust in you, so that one day I may be able to say, at last, Amen.